Hi everyone and good morning. My name is MOHAMAD ROSLAN.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Ilman HAZIM bin Muhammad ARIFFIN.
My name is NURUL binti ROSLAN.
My name is ATIKAH binti RASIB.
Hi, my name is YASMIN binti YUSRY.
So we're gonna start with introduction. Building performance is a data-driven assessment of a building improving efficiency. Building performance is more than just energy efficiency. It is determined through an interactive process in which you continuously assess how your building is performing, what is driving that performance, and what you can do to influence it. Utility efficiency, but also maintenance and repairs, staff and vendor management, and purchasing decision are all part of it. The traditional method is time-consuming, manual, and frequently overlooked in favor of more pressing tasks. As a result, new technologies such as Internet and Things, sensor and cloud computing have enabled building owner and operator to continuously perform a building performance analysis to ensure ongoing optimization without incurring additional costs from additional audit. Introduction for the energy efficiency is referred of how well its energy consumption per square meter of floor area compared to established energy consumption benchmark for that specific type of building under specified climatic condition. Building energy consumption benchmark are representative value for a common building types that can be used to compare a building actual performance. The benchmark are created by analyzing data on the various building type within a specific country. The typical benchmark is the median level of the performance of all building in a given category, while good practice is the top quartile performance.
My name is YASMIN and I continue with the energy conservation. Energy conservation is an endeavor to reduce energy consumption by utilizing less of an energy service. This can be accomplished by either utilizing less energy for a steady service or by lowering the amount of service consumed. Other than that, energy may be saved through decreasing water and losses, increasing efficiency through technological advancement, and improving operation and maintenance. Global energy consumption may be decreased by slowing population increase. Energy can only be converted from one form to another, such as heat energy to motive power in automobiles or kinetic energy of water flow to electricity in hydroelectric power plants. Machines, on the other hand, must convert energy from one form to another. The wear and friction of the machine's component while it is running result in significant energy losses and associated expenditures. Lastly, energy conservation approach aims to minimize demand, safeguard and replenish resources, discover and employ alternative energy sources, and repair the harm caused by previous energy operations. Next is the benefits of energy conservation. Energy conservation is critical to mitigating climate change. It aids in the substitution of renewable energy for non-renewable resources. Energy conservation is frequently the most cost-effective solution to energy shortage, as well as a more ecological-friendly alternative to greater energy production. The benefits of energy conservation include: first is reduced living expenses, less power plants, reduced dependence, and finite resources. For the reduced living expenses, saving energy typically result in lower living expenditures. When the general population consumes less gasoline or electricity, prices fall. Furthermore, most equipment lasts longer when it is used less frequently. This saves money on repairs for the car, computer, air conditioner, and kitchen appliances. Next is less power plant. If the public saves electricity, utilities will not need to build as many power plants. These facilities are frequently unattractive, make a lot of noise, and pose a safety risk to the people who live nearby. Reduce dependence. Less consumption, lesser reliance on sophisticated technologies, transportation infrastructure, and trade agreements. When individuals preserve fuel, natural disaster, accidents, and military confrontation are less likely to occur. Conservation makes it more valuable to rely on local and regional energy suppliers. Lastly is finite resources. Some of the resources that humans utilize to create power are limited. For example, the world cannot produce more coal or uranium. People can ensure that future generations have access to inexpensive energy by saving electricity.
Next, I will contribute energy saving. Energy saving and energy efficiency are two macroeconomic situations that should be distinguished. And use energy saving address the reduction of final energy consumption through energy efficiency improvement or behavior change. The concept of energy saving is also used in the broadest and more general sense, such as the reduction of energy consumption. The relevant regulation and energy saving standard in Japan have been carefully designed and implemented.
For the next slide is about the energy efficiency. First off, what is energy efficiency? The use of less energy to do the same work or generate the same outcome is referred as energy efficiency. Energy efficient houses and buildings use less energy to heat, cool and run appliances and gadgets, while energy efficient manufacturing facilities generate items with less energy. Energy efficiency is one of the simplest and most cost-effective strategies to address climate change, cut energy prices for consumers, and boost the competitiveness of businesses. Energy efficiency is also a critical component in reaching net zero carbon dioxide emissions through decarbonization. Energy efficiency methods for building are ways for reducing a building's energy usage while preserving or enhancing its level of comfort.
Alright, here is data collection from the case study. For case study 1, the building is located at Masjid Tanah Melaka, and this house is nearly around 40 years as it is built around 80s, and this house is owned by Norzila binti Rashid, and the type of this building is single-story terrace house. And the list of appliances in this building is like a basic residential building. We have a television like fluorescent lamp, ceiling fan, phone charger, and the table shown the total power consumption for each item in this building. Alright, this is the building performance for case study 1. From the table, we can see that the highest energy usage in this house is chest freezer with 9.6 kilowatt hour at the porch of the case study area. The usage of fridge and ceiling fan also contribute to the second and third highest total of electricity use, which is 7.2 kilowatt per hour and 3.57 kilowatt per hour respectively. Apart from the usage of television at living room has lower total of electricity use, which is 0.1 kilowatt per hour. The total usage of energy from January to June for case study 1. According to the chart, energy consumption in February is the lowest energy consumption per month from the rest of the recorded month, which is 191 kilowatt hour only. This is because during February, the occupants and the owner have a trip for 2 weeks, and its result small energy consumption from the rest. The highest energy consumption is June with 409 kilowatt per hour, and it's quite high from the previous month because one of the occupants, which is study for degree, started to enter new semester for degree and need to use electronic device for online classes, research and assignments, work for a long time in a day. Next is case study 2, which is located at Seremban Negeri Sembilan, and the type of this building is one-story semi-detached house or semi-D and built around 2009. This property occupied around 2011. Building performance for case study 2. The total area of this property is around 1,248 square feet. The daily average usage of electricity in this house is around 59 kilowatt per hour. The most energy used in daily is at the wet kitchen with 24 kilowatt per hour energy consumption, which involve the use of refrigerator that run all day long. The use of energy in both living area are at the average rate, and the different amount of consumer due to occupant does not really use the second living area. The daily use of energy consumption in each bedroom is not really high, which means rarely used because this is the family residential, so the occupant are working and go to school every day. The chart show the total usage of energy from January to June for case study 2. The chart shows that February had the lowest monthly energy consumptions of all the months that have been recorded, barely using 432 kilowatt per hour. This happened due to the occupant rarely stay at home and having a vacation for a week, and it result small energy consumption from the rest. The high energy consumption is in May with 741 kilowatt, and this happened due to the occupant frequently use the air conditioner because in May the occupant makes an open house to celebrate occupant's birthday, which can contribute in increasing bill. Next is for case study 3, which is located at Johor Bahru, Johor. Type of this building is single story terrace intermediate house and built around 2002. This building occupied in 2019. This is the building performance for case study 3. The total area of this property is around 1,400 square feet. The daily average usage of electricity of this house around 76 kilowatt per hour. The most energy used in this house is kitchen and bedroom too, because the kitchen has 2 refrigerators that turn on 24 hours a day, and the occupant in bedroom 2 fully utilize all the electrical appliances in the room. Other than that, both kitchen and bedroom 2 has more than 5 electrical appliances that can cause the high energy consumption. Meanwhile, for the rest of the house is not fully used by the occupant due to busy daily life. In general performance, this property not overuse their electrical appliances, and the energy performance consumption is fair. Here is the energy usage for this case study. The chart shows the total of usage of energy from January to June, and the highest energy used between 6 months is on May, which is 430 kilowatt per hour of energy consumption. This happened maybe because the continuing usage of high voltage electrical appliances such as air conditioners and air fryer. And while the lowest energy use is on June, only 343 kilowatt, which is happened because of one of the occupant away from home and the rest is busy with their daily activities. Next case study is case study 4, is located at Baling, Kedah, and this type of residential building is single story high building, built in around 2017 and occupied around 2019. List of appliances. According to the data in the table, the water bore system has the greatest energy consumptions of the building with 24 kilowatt, because the building has a water bore system that needs electricity 24 hours a day. However, the building's lowest energy usage is 0.02 kilowatt, which is the night lamp, whose power is just 3 watts and it's only utilized at night. Next is energy consumption from January to June. According to the data in the chart, the month of May has the highest rate of power consumption, approximately around 700 kilowatt per hour. May has the highest rate since it is the month of Shawwal, when power consumption is likely to be high owing to family gatherings such as open houses. Other than that, March has the lowest rate of the 6 months listed with around 600 kilowatt per hour. The reason for this is because according to weather forecast, Kedah has a considerable measure of monsoon, rains and windy weather during the month of March. Therefore, the usage of air conditioning or mechanical ventilation is not necessary as often. In addition, the energy consumption of some mechanical ventilation equipment was lessened.
Fifth case study is a residential building, which is a high-rise building with the number of story height is 10 story. It was built in 2007 and occupied in 2009. It is located in Kuantan, Pahang. For the next one is about the electrical appliances, where the list of electrical appliances are such as the ceiling fan, fluorescent lamp, TV, Wi-Fi, water purifier, chiller or freezer, blender, washing machine, rice cooker, laptop charger, phone charger and also the water heater. And for the total consumption from January to June of 2022, The chart shown the amount of electricity bills as well as the energy consumption that has been generated by Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB, and the sample of bill take account in 6 months. The highest energy use is in May 2022, which is 410 kilowatt per hour for 128 ringgit Malaysia, while the lowest amount is in June 2022, which is 345 kilowatt per hour for 93 and 30 cents. This happened due to the Raya celebration in May, where family, relatives, friends and neighbors gather around in the house to celebrate the Hari Raya together. While in June, the bills has reduced a little because the number of occupants in the house has decreases to do their work, and some of it has entered their universities. So the energy use in the house become lower than the rest of the month.
So for the summary of findings, there are 5 case studies. The bar chart shows the overall energy consumption of case study 1 until case study 5 in January 2022. Based on the bar chart, the highest energy consumption is case study 4, which is 655 kilowatt per hour with the amount is RM 261.83. Case study 4 consume high energy because the building has more occupants compared with other case study building, which is 5 occupants in one time, which require more energy. Besides that, case study 1 shows the lowest energy consumption, which is only 356 kilowatt per hour with RM 110.45 cent in January 2022. The second highest energy consumption is case study 2, which is 454 kilowatt per hour with the amount is RM 136.57 cents compared to case study 3, which consumed energy for 442 kilowatt per hour in January 2022. Apart from that, case study 3 is the third highest energy consumption, which is 442 kilowatt per hour with RM 149.95 cent in January 22, while case study 5 is the second lowest after case study 1, which is 387 kilowatt per hour with RM 115.55 cent in January 22. Next is, as stated, the bar chart shows the overall energy consumption of case study 1 until case study 5 in February 2022. According to the bar chart, it shows that case study 1 consumed less energy compared to case study 2 until case study 5. It consumed only 191 kilowatt per hour in February 22, with the utility bill is only RM 59 ringgit 10 cent. Case study 1 consumed less energy as the simple plan types of the building require less energy, which they can be heated, cooled and illuminated more efficiently than the other case study building. Otherwise, the highest energy consumption in February 2022 is case study 4, which is 696 kilowatt per hour with RM 284.22 cents. Plus, in February 2022, case study 2 has been recorded with 432 kilowatt per hour energy consumption with RM 136.47 cents. This shows that case study 2 consumed second highest energy consumption in February 2022. Other than that, case study 5 shows the second lowest energy consumption in February 2022, which is 379 kilowatt per hour with RM 112.1, following by case study 3 shows its energy consumption is 405 kilowatt per hour with the amount is RM 152.2. This shows the third lowest energy consumption among 5 case study buildings. According to the bar chart, it shows the overall energy consumption of 5 case studies involved in March 2022. As can be seen in the chart, it shows that the highest energy consumption in March 2022 is case study 4, which is 600 kilowatt per hour with RM 236.78 cents. Other than that, The second highest energy consumption is case study 2, which is 546 kilowatt per hour with RM 176.65 cents in March 2022. Besides that, case study 3 shows the lowest energy consumption in March 2022, which is only 344 kilowatt per hour with the utility bill amount is RM 94.40 ringgit. Case study 3 require less energy as the building is only consists of 3 people, which means that the building require less energy per month. The second lowest energy consumption in March 2022 is case study 2 with 391 kilowatt per hour with RM 116.1 cents. Lastly, based on the chart, case study recorded the third lowest energy consumption after case study 5, which is 395 kilowatt per hour with the amount is RM 121 ringgit 75 cents. Next, the bar chart shows the overall energy consumption of case study 1 until case study 5 in April 2022. Based on the bar chart, the highest energy consumption is case study 4, which is 645 kilowatt per hour with the amount is 253 ringgit 59 cents. Case study 4 consume high energy because the building use so many electrical appliances which require 24 hours consumption per day. For example, the case study 4 building has a water bore system which require more energy consumption. Besides that, case study 5 shows the lowest energy consumption, which is only 362 kilowatt per hour with 101 ringgit 75 cents in April 2022, while case study 1 is the second lowest after case study 5, which is 390 kilowatt per hour with 115 ringgit 55 cents in April 2022. The second highest energy consumption is case study 2, which is 589 kilowatt per hour with the amount is 214 ringgit 34 cents compared to case study 3, which consume energy for 387 kilowatt per hour in April 2022. Apart from that, case study 3 is the third highest energy consumption in April 2022. So, for May 2022, the bar chart shows the overall energy consumption of case study 1 until case study 5. Based on the bar chart, the highest energy consumption is case study 2, which is 741 kilowatt per hour with the amount is 281 ringgit 75 cents. Case study 2 consume high energy because May is the month of Eid, when power consumption is likely to be high owing to family gatherings such as open house. Besides that, case study 1 shows the lowest energy consumption, which is only 320 kilowatt per hour with 84 ringgit in May 2022, while case study 5 is the second lowest after case study 1, which is 410 kilowatt per hour with 128 ringgit in May 2022. The second highest energy consumption is case study 4, which is 700 kilowatt per hour with the amount is 284 ringgit 57 cents compared to case study 3, which consume energy for 430 kilowatt per hour.
Lastly, for the total energy consumption in June 2022, the bar chart shown the overall energy consumption of the case study 1 until case study 5 in June 2020. Based on the bar chart, the highest energy consumption in the case study 4, which is 655 kilowatts with the amount 261.53 cents. Case study 4 consume high energy because of the building consumption more mechanical ventilation such as air conditioning in June 2022 due to the bad weather condition. Besides that, case study 3 show the lowest energy consumption, which is only 343 kilowatts with 33 ringgit and 90 cents in June 2020, while case study 5 is the second lowest after the case study 3, which is only 345 kilowatts with only RM 93 ringgit and 30 cents in June 2020. The second highest energy consumption is case study 2, which is only 510 kilowatts with the amount RM 175 ringgit and 60 cents compared to case study 1, which is consumed energy 409 kilowatts in June 2020, Apart from that, case study 1 is the third highest energy consumption in June 2022.
And last but not least is conclusion. According to the findings and result of the case study, each case study energy consumption had a different result based on their data. This means the individual has a range of aspects that influence the amount of data consumed on a regular basis. Furthermore, it can be swayed by the perimeter of the area house that has different types of housing material. Furthermore, the area of the building influences the energy consumption in the house. Following that, the monthly increase in paid amount for each house has a different data that is recorded. This means that the type of application used can be result in an increase of the amount of power used for each application in the house. Furthermore, within modern technology to introduce the smart use save energy, there is the trend of popularity energy consumption that's suitable to save the energy for the application, especially to home furniture. It can also be compared to using traditional technology, which can increase the power more than modern technology of application. However, most people were unaware of this information, particularly those who did not care about the conserving energy. The energy consumption is influenced by a variety of factors, including the number of occupants in the house who use the application. If there are more than 2 occupants, the energy consumption in the house may increase. Finally, ensure that the occupant of the owner's house pay in full to reduce the bill of electricity to pay within monthly to lessen the pay of the bill.